Hey everyone,
Hello.
Hey, hello.
my name's Kiefer. For everyone who does not know me, and I'm here with my partner Justin. So Justin is the one who designs the Peak website page. So pretty awesome for those who've checked it out already. Um, when we get rolling here, I'll just mute everyone. But if you have a question, you can either ask it in the chat or use one of the emojis or the hands up thing to if you have a question. Don't hesitate to ask because that's what we're all here for. Um,
Right.
this is basically just a run through of the whole website just so you know where everything is. Make things easier for Peak. Is there anyone here who is not signed up yet? Oh, you guys are all keeners. I love it. Awesome. Makes this way easier.
Right.
Is there anyone here that's their first time doing Peak? Oh, couple. Nice. Glad to have you on board. I know we have some vets in here that did all the Peak stuff last year. So if you have any questions, they can always help you out in the Facebook group too. Here's the Peak program webpage. So this is separate from the normal Special Olympics Alberta website. However, Justin, maybe we'll just start there if we can go to our website. So if you're on the Special Olympics Alberta regular website, we do have the button right at the top, as you can see there. Justin's highlighting it. So if you could want, you can just click that and it'll take you to the same page we just showed you. Otherwise, you can just use that link at the top, www1 specialolympics.ab.ca/peak program. We will have that out everywhere, so you won't have to like memorize that. You can find that on our, like I said, through our website, on our social media. We'll make it available to you guys as much as possible. So for those that are new and for those maybe that don't even know the full inside of what Peak is, maybe we can scroll down here quick, Justin. So this web page is a landing page that basically explains to you what Peak is. So Peak is an 8-week program that will be starting on Monday. It's a virtual program, so the things we'll be doing will be run through this website and the Facebook group. We'll get into that more as we go throughout the website. We also have a newsletter that has everything that's going to happen each week, so you can always stay up to date with what's happening. But for the gist of it, we want to make sure that while we're not able to offer in-person programs, that we are able to offer virtual programming for all of you guys. So each week there's essentially 3 to 4 sessions that you can attend. We have our Max Mondays, our Healthy Tips Tuesdays, Workout Wednesdays, and once in a while we'll have a bonus days, which can be like a Thursday, a Friday, just depending on what our facilitator is able to do. Most of our the majority of our sessions will be on Facebook, but as we'll show you later, for those who don't have Facebook or are not interested in using Facebook, we have the options available other places like our YouTube channel. So it is not a mandatory thing that you have to be on Facebook. But yeah, so basically that's the rundown of Peak. There's fun activities like bingo cards, other challenges that you can get involved with. I know for those that did it last time, that was a great joy to see all of you guys doing your bingo cards and doing all the challenges. The nice thing about Peak is you're able to do it as an individual or as a team. Both are totally great. The team aspect isn't something necessary. It's something that we just included to encourage you to, chat with your teammates and encourage other fellow athletes to reach their peak. But you can do that as individuals just as easily. So as I mentioned, we have multiple ways to stay connected. And if you look at this page right here, there are the links here. So the Facebook group, if Justin can maybe click on that. So for those that are in the Facebook group, the link is here at the top, or you can click on that button that Justin just showed you. Basically, this is the house for all of our things that we do on Peak. We will host the majority of the sessions on here through Facebook. So you can just log right into this website. And what I'll try to do is at the top, we will have whatever video is happening that night as an announcement, as you can see there. So we want to make it easier for you guys to find it. But yeah, this is the place where you can post all of your challenges on the bingo cards. You can talk to your friends. You can share things that maybe will help another peak athlete. But the one thing we want to mention is that this is a positive group. We're here to support each other. We're all in this together. We're all trying to reach our peak. So let's keep everything in here positive and helpful for everyone looking to be involved. Yeah, I think we'll dive a little more into that after, Justin, but that's the Peak page, Facebook page to start. The other way you can stay connected with what's going on in Peak is through the Healthy at Home newsletter. There is the link there that Justin mentioned, or you can click that button. Super simple to sign up for. You just scroll down here, pop in your email, first and last name, and you just click that last little newsletter button. And you can subscribe. They will come out every Monday at noon, just to make sure that you have everything you need for every day that week. And it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I think that's the best way we can keep in touch with you guys outside of the Facebook group. So that'll just pop up in your inboxes Mondays. So a little bit more about what you end up doing here in Peak is there's fitness level goals. So there's 5 different mountains for you to choose from. So depending on what your activity level is, we recommend varying different activities. So if you are someone who's been in Peak and someone who has been working out for the past year, the 525 plus Everest may be an exciting challenge for you. That nice range also falls to Denali and the Kilimanjaro ranges. But if you're someone that's just like hasn't been exercising a lot, looking to get back into it, we do recommend some lower levels like the Matterhorn or the Mount Robson. You can choose these on the registration. And if you want to change them at a certain point, maybe you're a Matterhorn and you're feeling like, man, I could really hit that Kilimanjaro. You can send us an email and we can just update your level. So you're not stuck anywhere. You never feel like you can't push yourself to reach your next limit. Any questions on that? No? Doing good. All right.
Wait, you got one.
Got a question?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right here. Desiree. I just asked you to unmute. You can do that now.
Okay. How much does it cost?
Peak is completely free. So that's the best part about Peak is it's free and open to all Alberta athletes and coaches and volunteers. So all you have to do is register and you can get all the same things as everyone else.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Sounds good.
That's a great question. So we have a point system through Peak. Points are fun. It encourages you to stay on top of your goals. But it's not necessarily the be all and end all of Peak. We just want to offer people the ability to make sure that they're motivated to do the weekly challenges. And so how we kind of separated that out is you get 100 points just for completing your weekly fitness goal. So if you hit your 140 minutes on Mount Robson, there you go, 100 points. We also have a weekly bingo card, which we will be diving into more as we get into the website here. But there's 4 different ways that you can get points for your bingo card. If you complete the 4 corners, so one or all 4 of the corners, you get 10 points. If you complete a line straight up and down or side to side, whichever, even diagonally, 25 points. Completing 2 lines in any direction, 50 points. But the one thing is if you complete your full card, that's 100 points. So that's a great way to challenge yourself to see if you can complete all the bingo card challenges. Yeah, and then moving down, 50 points for every session you attend. So you do not have to be there live to attend every session. We will make them all as much available as possible. Some of the ones like Zumba that use music may not be able to be posted, but for those who can't make it and we're still wanting to do that, we can get you your codes for each session, which we'll get into as we go to that as well. But we want to make sure that you're able to see as many sessions as possible and that you can do them at times that work for you. Although it is fun to be there live because you can ask the people questions, it's not a mandatory thing as well. One of the things we want to emphasize about Peak this session is we want to be more inclusive. So if you're someone that's only looking to do workouts, you only have to come to Wednesdays if you want. Like, you do not have to go to any sessions that you don't want to. We're opening it all so that you guys have the availability to keep up to date with your health, your fitness, your mind, and other things that will come up as well. So yeah, same thing for bonus activities, another 50 points. So that is great. And then the last thing we have is we have a weekly social media challenge, which will be released on the newsletter and on the Facebook group. They're pretty fun. It's like some of the ones last year we had show off your favorite pets and introduce yourself. So there's a bunch of different things that you can do to do that. All right. So the big thing here is on the website, we have the register button right at the bottom of the page here. Or you can scroll back up all the way to the top. And there's also this button here. So those are the two ways you can click to register. And we have a little fun thing here before we dive into we can just go back quick. So this is what we're looking to do this session. So we're looking to climb Everest as a team. That's not meaning your level, but every 10 minutes of physical activity that you guys put into your weekly tracker will accumulate to 1 meter. So our goal we're looking to do is 8,849 meters. And as you'll see here right below the 0, it'll update as you submit your weekly tracker. So maybe together we'll do enough physical activity to reach a literal mountain peak, which would be amazing. So we're looking forward to seeing how that goes. But let's dive into registration. I know a lot of you here said you've registered already, so we're glad that process was seamless for you, but we just want to show everyone else who on the call who is not registered yet. So basic form, Justin, if we can just scroll down here. Fill out your name, your email, your phone number, your affiliate, the basic stuff. We're asking for your mailing address because, as we mentioned, being part of Peak, you're going to get a sweet buff and a resistance band for this session. So those are some sweet perks. I do want to emphasize on here that we only have enough resistance bands to send you one. So please take care of it, and we'll use it in the next Peak sessions as well. But yeah, so that's why we're looking for your mailing address. So here are your two options, athlete or volunteer. If you select the athlete option, we do want to know if you're allergic to latex because obviously we have resistance bands. So you can click yes or no. There's where you can select your fitness goal. So Justin can just select Kilimanjaro. That's a good goal for Justin for this session. And would you like to be part of a team? So you can answer yes or no. For those that answer yes, you'll be asked to pick a team if you want. If you say no, we can also put, or like if you don't pick a team, we can put you on one as well, but you get to pick some fun animals and, you know, be part of that. So we'll go back up to the volunteers. So I do think we have a couple of volunteers on here as well. Basically, we have 3 different roles. So moderator is someone who would be able to sit in on sessions and just make sure things are going well. Athletes' questions are being answered. A facilitator is someone who's going to run the session. We actually are pretty much almost done our facilitator selection, but if you are a facilitator that's interested, you can still select that option, and we can get in touch with you about what kind of session you would like to run. And then we also have the option for coach, which they can be involved in a couple ways. One of the things we're looking to do this session is have coaches contact athletes via Zoom, phone, or email, depending on what they select for their comfortability, and based on the affiliate's approval, then we'll be able to have coaches reaching out to athletes to make sure they're reaching their goals. Nice. So the last couple things you have to fill out here. So like some of the team members are not on Facebook. So you can either agree or not agree to have your email shared with your team members. The nice thing about it is if you do, as that team member maybe who's not on Facebook can reach out to you guys and be like, hey, how's it going? I had a really great week in peak. Like, I just want to see how you guys are doing. So that is why that option is there. Again, not mandatory. We do have the yes or no there. Did you participate in the first peak program? We just want to collect data to see if we have some returnees who's back for round 2, just to kind of give us a sense of what we can offer and kind of shake things up for the second session. The next part is if you're going to be joining the Facebook group under a name that's not your own name. So say your guardian or caretaker or your parent is the account you're signing up under. We just hope that you can write that in there so that when they go to access the Facebook group, that we can accept them, because the Peak Facebook group is a closed group, just to make sure everyone in there feels safe and that they're able to speak freely about Peak, and that there's no outside forces really that can make that an uncomfortable situation. Cool. So we also this time have a media opt-out. We want to get you guys, we want to share the amazing things you do in Peak. So we want to give you the option to be involved in that. So if you want us to share your pictures and you're okay with that, or your videos, you click allow use. If you're your own guardian or if you're your own legal signer, that's the first option you would pick. If you're a parent or a legal guardian, you would select option 2. That still allows Special Olympics to use your picture. There are 2 options you do not want us to allow to use your use. Maybe that's something you're not interested in. Totally fine. You can select that option as well. And then it's a similar thing. If you're a parent or a legal guardian of an athlete, you can select the 4th option. So we integrated an easy form for you to sign this instead of asking you to print off a form, fax it back. So you can sign up with your name. You can put in your initials. Justin here is putting a smiley face to be silly, but we would hope you use your initials when signing up for the form here. See, easy to do. A JH. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. So one thing we did not mention is if you want to be on a team and you're like, huh, I wonder who's on that team. Are my friends on that team? You can scroll up to the very top and click team registrations. So you can look at a team. So say you look at the Arctic Foxes and you click search. You can tell that there's 4 people signed up to be an Arctic Fox. So maybe you're like, oh, Mark and Alex are my buddies. I could sign up and be an Arctic Fox. That's something you can choose. And if you did not choose a team and you want to be on a team later, or you want to change teams, you can always send us an email as well. We'll put our email up on the screen at the end just to make sure you guys have that. But yeah, pretty simple to see who is signed up for what team. Any questions about registration? Anything I missed there, Justin, or?
No, I think we hit everything. Sorry about the doorbell. But no, that's pretty much it for registration. Pretty easy, simple form to fill out.
Okay, I do not see any questions in the chat, so you guys are all pros, but if you do have questions, let us know. All right, the next thing we're going to show you here is the What's New button. So if you go ahead at the top and click What's New, you'll see we have a news section. So right now we're just saying welcome to the Peak section, but this will update every week. So be sure to check that out, and we'll make sure to keep that updated. The nice thing about this Peak session is we're going to have a calendar available for you guys. So as you can see today, we have both of our website tutorials booked. If you click next week, you can already see what is going on. you can click into that, right, Justin? And then, yeah, awesome. So if you want to know what's going on with Max Monday, obviously we'll fill this out as we're getting closer to the program. It's pretty open right now, but you'll have all your details. So this first one will be on Facebook Live. You can see the venue there. So that's the website to access the Facebook. It's a Max Monday session, but we will add in who the instructor is, what their session's going to be about, just so that you guys know what's going on. We'll just head back to the news page here. So we're also going to put past news updates and stuff that piques your interest. As you can see here, we love puns. So anything we can do to toss in a nice joke about mountains, we will do that. So your weekly draw winners are going to go down here. We're actually doing bi-weekly draw winners this time. So every 2 weeks, we'll be able to give out a cool prize. Stay tuned to find out what that is. But as of right now, you can check there. If we can go back. Yeah, and so anything that comes up that's really cool, we will put down there. So you'll see a new peak update. You can check that out. Again, we will put those in the newsletter and on Facebook, but we just want another spot where what's coming up, what's fun, will be going down there. Awesome.
Yeah, that's it for what's new. The next bet and go to would be Track Your Climb.
Nice. So what Track Your Climb is the place you can go to.
Oh, we got a question.
Oh, we got a question. Sorry. Desiree. Here, I'll ask you to unmute.
Hi. So we're trying to register her, and the website is not working.
Where are you stuck right now?
It at the www.1specialolympics.ab.ca.
Oh, wait, it just came up.
Is it
So we go to join the climb, correct?
okay? Never mind then. Thank you.
Okay, I just put
Cool.
the website in the chat too for anyone who does
Okay.
want to click on the link. So if you have any issues, let us know. Awesome. So what Track Your Climb to the Peak is the same spot kind of for those who did it last session. This is where you go to fill out what you did each week. So basically what you can do on this page is go in and say, did you hit your goals? Did you do your bingo cards and things like that? I think that the best part about this is that it keeps you motivated to make sure that you get all of your tasks done each week, and then the nice thing is you only have to submit once. So you do not have to go on here and submit after each session if that's what you're doing, and then you can go at the end of the week, maybe on Friday or Saturday, once you're done all your tasks, and click this Track Your Climb button. So this is how we know what you guys are doing each week and how we can apply points to your page. So similar, it's just another quick form. So Justin, so say this is Justin on week 1, he fills out his thing. He's part of Team Rockhopper Penguins. You can pick which week it's for. So if you fell behind a little bit, you can submit week 1 later. But we do recommend you stay on top of it, just because, sometimes remembering your passwords can be tough, but you can always ask us because we can see that you attended. So did you meet your fitness goal this week, Justin? Justin's going to hit no because he did not hit his goal this week. So how many did you hit though, Justin? Say you hit 122. Good job. That's a good week. And then your bingo card. So here's where you can select what you completed on your bingo card. 4 corners. Good job, Justin. And then did you complete the social media challenge? No, it's not out yet. So there you go. And then here for week 1, there we'll only put up the ones where you require a passcode. So what a password is on each session, the instructor is going to give you, put up a sign and tell you what the password is for that session. So say last session we had like Silver Fox was a password. You would just, if you were watching the Healthy Tips Tuesday, you would write down Silver Fox, and then when you got to Healthy Tips Tuesday, you would just type that in there. And then your same thing for your Workout Wednesday passcode. So if you're on week 1 and there's a bonus day and there's no password there that you needed to type in, don't worry, there was no password for that event. So that's how you know what you need to put in for that week. There won't be one that shows up that you were supposed to fill out that you missed. So anything in that week that you were supposed to write in will appear here, depending on what week you select. Cool. Any questions about the tracking form, kind of what it is, anything like that? No?
I don't see any.
Okay, good. That's awesome. Great. So we'll move on to bingo cards. So each week we're going to have a bingo card that has 20 different spaces on it for fun things for you guys to do. It can be anything from attending a session to making a video thanking our volunteers to posting a picture of a workout you're doing that week. So what we're going to do this time is every week your new bingo card will appear here on the coming soon page. Justin, do we have an example of a bingo card we could pull up?
1 sec here.
But yeah, so basically, again, these are an optional feature in Peak, but completing all 20 squares is really fun. So here's one of the ones from last session. This was week 8 last session. The new bingo cards are going to look kind of similar, but with a new theme and obviously new things for you guys to do. But you could click onto this and click on one of the, if one was linked, it would have it highlighted there for you. So you could click on that. On the new bingo cards, what we're going to do is, like, if there's a link to it, the icons will all be linked. So you'll be able to just click on one of those icons and go to the thing that you want to do. This one was a yoga session with Marie, which was great. So we'll have a lot of fun things there for you to do. You get a free space every week because, you know, you guys deserve it, obviously, for working hard. But yeah, if there's ever any questions about what I can do on a bingo card, you can let us know. This session of Peak, we'll get to this at the end, but we're going to have for any of the exercises on the bingo cards, we're going to have a resource where you can go to and click and watch a video on how to do that exercise if you don't know how to do that exercise, to make it easier for you guys. So say you didn't know what a mountain climber was, you could just click on the mountain climber video and it would show you how to do that exercise, which is great. So our first bingo card will be up here on Monday, so you can check back in. Everything should hopefully be on here by noon. So that's our kind of goal each week, to have things out to you guys with the newsletter and with the website. So if you don't see it before then, don't worry. We'll get it up there and make sure you guys have access to it. Any questions about bingo? No, you guys are all doing great. Awesome. If you want to see some of the fun bingo things that are going on, you can check in the Facebook group. You can scroll back a bit and see kind of themes that were going on with people's activities. Yeah, but I think that's it for bingo. So our next session here that Justin kind of went up to is a drop-down menu. So Justin, you just click on that, right? And then it gives you the option to click one of these 3.
You just have to hover over it.
Oh,
you don't
perfect.
have to click. Yeah.
Don't even have to click. So here we're giving you guys a little insight already as to what's going on Monday. Frank is hopping back in because Frank just loves you guys and he thought of some new cool ideas that he's going to share. So he was really excited to hop back in on Peak for Max Mondays. So he has 2 really cool sessions he's been working on. But if you want to know what's happening on Max Mondays this week, as Justin said, you just go up to Peak Sessions, hover over it, click Max Monday, and you'll know. We'll give you a bio about Frank. So as you can see here, Frank has 20 plus years of experience of sports psychology and mental performance. He's been part of Special Olympics in a big capacity multiple times. So you can learn about Frank. And then if you scroll down, Justin, we will eventually have kind of what his session will be about written down here. Here is also where you can go. If you missed Max Monday and you want to watch Frank's video, it'll appear here. So right now it says coming soon, but maybe Justin, if you can just scroll down, these were the sessions from last peak. So if you wanted to see an old one, you just click on them here. It'll bring you to our YouTube page and you can watch that session with Johnny. Always great to see Johnny. So as the sessions go through, within a day, we will have Frank's session. So on January 26th, next Tuesday, after Frank's session, we'll have his icon up here, and you can click there and go to view it if you are not part of the Facebook group. It will also stay in the Facebook group if you want to watch it there too. Similar thing for the other sessions. You can pop in, hover over peak sessions, and go down to Healthy Tips Tuesday. So I guess maybe we could talk a little bit about Healthy Tips Tuesday, because this is our new weekly session. So we're going to have a session each week all about health. So half of the sessions are going to be from our health messengers who were trained last year in providing you a session that will be going on this peak. And the other half will be professionals like Robin, who are going to take you through things like nutrition, healthy recipes, hygiene, safe COVID practices, and a bunch more. Similar here, you can read about Robin and what she's going to do. That's her bio, and we'll add in what her session is going to be about the week of. So you can read about that there as well.
Cool. Any questions about that before you can move on? Cool. So each of the different days is going to be essentially the same thing. You'll have your bio and social graphic explaining what's coming up that week, a quick one-liner on what it's going to be about. Then you'll have the sessions for this current winter session. So the day after, they'll be posted here. And then if they were in the previous one, it would be underneath like what you saw in Max Mondays. So same thing happens for Workout Wednesdays. You can see Marie's coming back. She's going to be doing the first session. We have a bit of a background and bio on her. And then we have all the previous sessions at the very bottom.
Yeah, we definitely recommend you go to Marie's workout session. Marie is responsible for designing the whole workout theme for this session, which is going to be endurance. So make sure you go in there and give her a big thanks for all of her work on Peak on next Wednesday, because Marie is awesome. So yeah, check that one out. That is definitely one we recommend. All right, moving on. So this is a whole new section this year. And it's something we felt like was missing from the first Peak session. This was just kind of a thank you video to keep us to kind of highlight what this is going to be about. But we're going to be sharing more of your guys' videos at the top here. So some cool stuff you guys post from each week. One of the first week bingo cards is going to be a polar plunge thank you kind of thing. So we'll be sure to have some of those up there. But the big thing on this page is the Peak Performer of the Week. So we want to highlight you guys because it is incredible what you're doing in this program, and the enthusiasm and the amazing things that you guys have achieved already in the first 8 weeks is something we want to highlight in the next 8 weeks. But Peak Performer of the Week doesn't mean you have to be someone who does every single thing and does all the bingo cards and all of that. We just want to highlight people who have set out goals from themselves and are trying their best. And what we're going to try to do is each week post a new video with the Peak Performer. And basically we just will ask that they make a quick video if they're comfortable doing that, just saying why they like Peak and what they think other people should join for, stuff like that. So I know there's only 8 weeks. So the thing is, we're going to have a lot of Peak going on. So don't feel stressed. We're going to get as many athletes as we can up as our Peak Performers of the Week. But to apply to be a peak performer, you can just click on this button right here. It will take you to the short form. Basically, you just enter your name. If you would be comfortable answering questions about a video. If you're not, that doesn't mean you can't be selected. So we will work out another way to do your peak performer graphic if you're not comfortable with a video. But we ask just a couple questions. What are your goals for this session of peak? How has peak motivated you to stay active, connected, or healthy? Why is peak important to you? What would you say to other athletes interested in joining peak? Because I know a lot of you really love peak, so your voice matters when new athletes are debating if they should sign up or not. And you can add in anything else, like any background or any of your accomplishments that you want to talk about, you can add to the bottom there. Cool. But yeah, so each week we'll be updating this and also updating this as much as possible too. We have a fun collage of great pictures from the last peak. I see some of your faces in this call that are on this poster board. So keep up the great work. These are some of the fun things. Exercising, Mark there in his Christmas sweater, a great card there from Steven. Leonka, I see you there with your awesome flag. Great. So Alexis we have on here as well. So this is really cool. It's just a fun space that we want to highlight you guys because you are all crushing it. So Athlete Spotlight is all about our incredible athletes, and we will make sure that we're highlighting all the incredible things you do.
Yeah, so as you guys share stuff in the Facebook group, we'll be looking through it and we'll take pictures and we'll update that as we go. But also, if you're not part of the Facebook group, you can send pictures in to the email or to Kiefer, and then we will add things from there.
Exactly. Awesome.
We got another question.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hello.
So just a quick question.
For sure.
If we register Desiree and then like right now she wants to join a team, but she doesn't know what team she wants to join. So can she register and then join the team after the fact? Or is this something that she should join the team as she's registering?
We can do it after the fact. There's nothing really pinning you to one team. You can change throughout. Depending on what community or affiliate you're in, there's also different ones that are looking to get teams set up with coaches or programs that they're already running. So I'm not sure if you want to connect to one of the local offices and see if they have something in place. But at any point, if you send us an email, we can make whatever changes you need.
Okay, and what is the email address that's best to reach you at?
I'll put it here
So,
in the chat too.
oh, you'll put in the chat.
But yeah, you can say it.
Just peak program at specialolympics.ab.ca. So on the main page, I believe we have it right at the bottom. So this is monitored by both Kiefer and myself. So anything that gets sent here, we see real time and we'll get to as soon as possible.
You can
Okay.
also click the email us button at the bottom of any of the pages on the bottom left as well, if you've
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we want to go over become a volunteer, or is there any other questions?
I think that's it. Awesome. Cool. All right, so moving along to the become a volunteer page. We just want to highlight this quickly because we know it is important. So if you're interested in volunteering, we kind of provide a quick explanation about what Peak is up here. And then we also have a description for each kind of volunteer position. Volunteer as a coach, so someone that connects with athletes and motivates their team. Volunteer as a facilitator, so that would be someone like Marie, who is running a session. Chris did a great session last year. He's on there, was really great. And you can volunteer as a moderator. And so there's different roles of a moderator. So some of it's just like sitting in on a session and answering questions or just talking in the chat. Or one of them's even just being part of the Facebook group and providing positive comments, just sharing athlete information and stuff like that. So it's not really a intensive position. It's just something that we want more of our volunteers involved in, just to see what's going on in Peak and promote the positivity that's happening in there.
Exactly. So yeah, moderator isn't really time intensive, but it's nice to have people join in and keep that positivity going. Same with coaching. With coaches, we're looking for people that will connect with athletes more and more. So we want to keep that positive vibe going. We want to see progress each week. So if you want to keep connected with athletes within your affiliate or even around the province, you can volunteer as a coach and we can get you in touch with some athletes.
Yeah, and if you're an affiliate looking to get more information on how you can share this with your volunteers to get them more involved, feel free to send us an email as well, and we can send you more information on that too.
Cool.
Any questions about becoming a volunteer? Nope. All right.
Looks like we're good.
All right, so we have an FAQ page. This is pretty straightforward. These are some of the most commonly asked questions we get. How do I know if I'm registered for Peak? When's the registration deadline? So we know that Peak begins on January 25th, but you can sign up throughout. There's no strict, you have to start on week 1. So we want to encourage people to sign up whenever suits them. Can I belong to more than one team? No. However, we want to encourage that you can change teams if that's something that you want to do later in the program. You do not have to be the same goal level with people on your team. We want to encourage everyone to do what works well for them. As we've already talked about the Facebook Live events, so basically they will show up on that feed when they get started that night. We'll mark them as an announcement, so they should appear at the top of the page. We'll dive into how the Facebook, we've kind of dove into how the Facebook Lives can be viewed later on our YouTube, but we'll touch on that again in our resources page. What is required for Facebook Live workouts? For most of our workouts, we just need yourself, some water, and some space to do your exercises. A couple of the coaches may ask for like a yoga mat or just something so that you're not sitting on the floor. But anything that you need, we'll let you know, and it won't be anything crazy. Mostly just a water bottle and yourself. This is the big question. I don't have Facebook or social media. Am I able to participate? So to submit your bingo cards, to submit the social media challenges, if you want to do that, you do not have to be part of the Facebook group. You can email them to us. Just make sure you note in your email the athlete's name, and then you can send over that kind of stuff as well. We also have cards for people who are not on computers, and this will be distributed more through affiliates. But basically, we are encouraging anyone that can submit a physical copy of their card. This is only people who are not submitting them online, that they can mail it to our office by March 26th.
Cool. Any questions at all about the FAQs? Looks like we're good. We'll head on to resources.
Nice. So this is our basic resources page, and we recommend you check back in on this in a couple weeks as well. We're going to be adding in more things as the program progresses. Fit 5 is what the program is based around. So it basically recommends you drinking 5 glasses or 5 bottles of water a day, your 5 fruits and vegetables, and your exercises are all in this as well. So you can kind of look into this if you're looking for some ideas on how you can hit your minutes each week. We also have a toolkit that kind of explains everything that we're talking about on this call. So if you jump into there, you'll see all the information that's kind of scattered throughout the website in one document. These are your weekly fitness tracker forms. You do not have to use this in tracking for when you track online, but it is something that some people like to print out and mark for themselves. So when they get to the end of the week, they know what they did that week. So maybe you mark in your minutes each day and check off how many waters you drank or how many fruits and vegetables you ate. And then you can kind of keep this form throughout the year. So you can give yourself a star on the second page here. If you hit your exercise in week 1, you got a star. If you hit your nutrition in week 2, you get that star. So just kind of something to keep track of yourself if you want to go that way. But we do not require you to send these to us if you're filling out the online form. This is something new. So this is the bingo card exercise library that I was talking about. So if you click into this document and there was an exercise that you didn't know how to do, so these are potentially ones that we might implement. So like I mentioned before, if you wanted to do a wall sit, you could click that YouTube link and it will bring you to an easy video on how you can do a wall sit, just for those who don't know how to do it properly. And yeah, it's just a nice way, because I know last time that was one of the biggest feedback things we got, is we just want more instructions on how to do each exercise. So it's available to you. And if you don't see an exercise on there that we have on there, you feel free to let us know. School of Strength is another fun resource. I know some of you have used this already, but it's got a couple awesome videos that kind of tie into the Fit 5 workouts as well. With Becky Lynch from WWE, for those who love WWE. But there's just some fun workouts that kind of apply the same thing. You only need a chair, water, and a rug. But if you scroll down here, they have a bunch of different videos you can use. So warm-up video, an endurance video, a strength video, I think is the next one. Yeah, but just some fun different ways to keep active each week. And a balance one as well. It's awesome. There's also tools for coaches and caregivers in here. So we highly recommend you go through the site and check it out and see if there's something that you can apply to your routine or workouts as well. All right, we also have our YouTube here. So if you just click on this link, it'll take you to our YouTube, and we'll have all the videos in Peak. If you click on playlists, Justin, we do have a Peak program playlist. So you can just click on that and it'll have all the videos on the right-hand side there that you can scroll through and pick which ones from the past. The easiest way is still through the sessions that Justin mentioned before. So if you go back to like Max Monday or Workout Wednesday and specifically go to that page, it's way easier to find the one you want. So you can pick the Marie one at the top left there, because that's the video you wanted to see, and it'll take you to Marie's video. Perfect. And the last thing on that resource page is a video on how to use Zoom. So we know some athletes have not used Zoom yet. So this is from Health Messenger in the States, and it kind of just walks you through how to use Zoom in a quick fashion, only 4 minutes. So it's a great resource for those looking to improve their Zoom. But I mean, you guys are all here and you guys are great on Zoom, so we know some of you may not need to use that. We will have a couple of our sessions on Zoom, so be sure to register for those. I know we already sent out one exciting one. We're going to have a Q&A with Olympic champ Caitlin Osmond on February 4th, so we highly recommend you sign up for that one. She's excited to answer your guys' questions and see all your smiling faces, so we'll keep you updated there. And also, the big thing we did not mention about Peak is there are 2 virtual dances, which are always a highlight for us and all the athletes. I could see all dancing already, loving that. We're going to have a Valentine's themed dance, like a red, you can wear red, white, and pink, or one of those colors is that February 11th, Justin?
I believe so.
Yeah, February 11th. And then we're going to have a St. Patrick's Day themed one on March 19th. So We'll get those out as soon as possible for the info for that for you, but those are awesome, and we loved doing the 2 dances last time, but we want to start and end the program again with some great dances. The only thing I think I didn't mention about the Facebook group is to make sure you're registered. Anyone who's not registered by the 25th will be removed from the Facebook group, but if you're already registered, you're fine. And then if you register after the 25th and you want back in the Facebook group, we'll obviously accept you back in, but we just want to make sure everyone who's in the group is registered. So
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's all I have. Anything do you have on the website there, Justin?
Just 2 other little things. If you want to get back to the main page, you just have to click this picture here, the Peak program. That's going to be your home page button. So that'll bring you back to the beginning. And then if you want to go back to the Special Olympics page, or Special Olympics Alberta page, you can click the big red button at the top, and this will take you back to the main Special Olympics. But other than that, I think we kind of touched on everything. I was wondering if anyone has any questions going forward.
Leonka, do I see you with your hand up? Yeah? Okay, I'll ask you to unmute there.
And Cassie after.
Cassie after, okay.
I can't wait to start.
Yeah, we're excited to have you back.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we hope you enjoy our new stuff that is coming out. So we appreciate you coming to this session.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Anytime. All right, Cassie, you had a question as well.
My question is about the one with the figure skating one. When you tap on it, it brings you right to the Zoom link entirely. It doesn't let you sign it up for it at all.
It's not letting you sign up for it?
No.
Okay, well,
that was one we were fixing because we had the one that wasn't a registration. It was just a link to the call.
okay. Yeah, so we'll get that updated, Cassie, on the website. And then also in the next newsletter, we'll have that link fixed so that you can register as well.
Okay.
But thank you for letting us know. That's great.
Cassie, where were you clicking on that link from?
Maybe from the
The
newsletter.
Facebook page.
The Facebook page? Okay.
Okay.
We will make sure that's updated.
Thank you so much. We have a couple questions here. Carla, I saw.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
We're doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I have a question. The question is for, I'm glad I'm coming back again for another second picture program thing. I was wondering, the mask that I have is the orange one. Are we gonna be able to get the blue one this year or not?
Oh yeah. So if you got the orange one last time, that's great. This session's buff is blue, like Carla mentioned, and anyone who signed up will get the new buff. So
Okay.
yeah, definitely. Everyone will also get a resistance band for this session. The only thing we wanted to let you know is that on our third peak session, if you sign up again, you won't get a new resistance band, but but if we had a third buff, you would get that too. So yeah,
Okay.
you will be getting a buff, Carla. We can't wait to see you wearing it.
I can't wait to get another one because I'm collecting them all actually. So
Yeah. Well, you're
I
off
got
to a
the
great
orange-
start.
I got the orange one now, and I'm just waiting for the blue one. So
Yeah. We hope to have those out to you in a couple weeks. So
Yeah.
so stay tuned for that. Thanks,
Yeah.
Carla.
thank you.
We have another question from April here. Hello, April.
So for the Tuesday sessions, they're on Zoom, right? Would they?
So the Tuesday, most of the sessions will still be on Facebook Live. The only time they'll be on Zoom is if we specifically say this session's on Zoom. So otherwise, all the sessions will be on Facebook Live. The only ones right now we have scheduled for Zoom are the Caitlin session. And actually, you know what? That's why, Justin, if you go to Healthy Tips Tuesday,
Does it
on
say?
the so the first Healthy Tips Tuesday actually will be on Zoom. April, that's a
Yeah,
great
so
question.
there are going to be a few situations where the presenter wants it to be more interactive and wants to be communicating with you guys more. So we're
Okay.
going to be hosting it on Zoom so they can chat with you, get more input than they would on Facebook Live.
Okay,
So
I'm just
I know,
wondering, will those ones be recorded also? So
Yeah, so
watch them later if we can't make it on that time.
for most of them, yes, like Robin's will be recorded, so we'll be able to share that one later. And we should be able to share the Q&As as well. Ones like Zumba may be tough for us just because the music that they use, the owners have the rights to them, so sometimes they won't let you post them. But for most any session that we can, we'll have up there. But yeah, Robin's will be for sure.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I did get the orange buff yet. Yeah, Sarah. So we are. Oh, did I just freeze?
nope, you're good.
Oh, I'm good. Okay.
Yep.
Sarah, we will be getting your buff to you as soon as possible. We're sorry there was a couple people we had addresses wrong for, and we'll probably end up sending out both of yours together, Sarah. So
Yeah, we'll probably do yours at the same time. So it might be a couple more weeks till you get your orange one, but you'll get your orange and blue one at the same time.
we have not forgotten about you, and thank you for the reminder, and we're sorry about that. But that's why we added the mailing address form to this new one, because we don't want to have that happen again.
Okay. Any other questions?
Thank you for doing it again, and thank you for the great sessions.
No problem.
No
We're
problem.
happy to be able to give you guys something to do and happy to see that you're enjoying it.
Thank you. I'm looking very forward to it.
We are too. We'll see you next week.
Definitely.
I'll stop sharing there then.
Oh, nice. My screen unfroze and I can see you all again. Great. If there's no more questions, that's our session. Like we said, feel free to email us at any time. Our email's in the chat. It's also on the website, and we hope you look forward to Peak. We'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.